What's up, guys? Welcome back to Razor RC. Got another video I'm filming today. Unboxing a kit of something that I never really had planned to buy. My local hobby store is basically running a new Spec series that just happened to work really well with my schedule. So I picked up, what did I get? Ooh, man, this thing's a big box. The Traxxas Slash two-wheel drive ready to run vehicle. So I've owned a few Traxxas vehicles in the past. I've had a Stampede 4x4, a Slash 4x4, and a Slash 4x4 Platinum. Kind of sold them all. Hadn't really planned on picking up another Traxxas like pretty much ever, I think. You know, kind of moved on to more, race style vehicles. But yeah, my local hobby store, basically started running a Spec Slash series, on the same nights that my son races rookie vehicles. So decided to pick one of these up, for 189 bucks, kind of hard to go wrong. Pretty much ready to run, just had a battery. And so I thought I'd throw together a little unboxing video and maybe kind of initial impressions video. So let's pop this thing open, see what is going on here in the Traxxas Slash. This is a gigantic box, man. Like, I don't think I've bought it ready to run in a while, and certainly not a Traxxas. It's been a few years. A lot of plastic. Let's take all that off. Throw that aside. And then let's see if we can get this thing open. If I recall correctly, it like opens on the end. So we got a little seal here we gotta cut. Hopefully this thing's not too hard to open up and get going. So here we go. We got the transmitter here on the end. Let's take that out. That's about it for that box. Got a little piece of styrofoam. So standard TQ 2.4 gigahertz radio. I guess this is not the 2.4 or TQI. This is like the super basic one. Wow, all you get is steering trim and hopefully some adjustments for like EPA or I don't know, neutral or something. I guess throttle neutral is probably just fixed. So this is super basic. At least it's 2.4 gigahertz. Looks like it takes 4 AA, so that's not too bad. But yeah, this is like the most basic Traxxas radio. But at least it's not those old school looking ones. So decent looking radio. I'm not really going to use this, but I guess something I could sell on eBay or whatever. Oh, here we go. Well, that was easy. All right. Looks like we got the Slash. So let's pop this open. Put that in view. So I decided to get the red and silver color. Red obviously is the fastest color. Also comes in blue, I think like a black and white, maybe a green, I'm not really sure. But I like red, as you've seen probably from my other videos. Most of my kits are pretty much red and white and black, so this fits perfectly. So nice little body. Actually, this is a little improvement, I think, on the older red white one. I kind of like this a little better. It looks a little meaner looking. But yeah, it's like silk screened, pretty basic body. They don't hold up super well, but they're okay. There's the body. Got a bunch of other stuff here. We got looks like little body savers, preload clips, manual. See if I can kind of cut this open real quick. See what's inside the little bag of goodies here. All right, so yeah, shock preload clips. They are not threaded, they're plastic Ultra Shocks. Oh, you got some extra pistons though, that's kind of nice. 3-hole pistons, you can fine tune your shocks a little bit. Body savers, extra body claps, a little bit of foam pad. I'm not really sure what that's for. You got like 3 extra screws. Okay, more preload clips. I guess one's for front, one's for rear. They look like the same parts tree. A couple tools. I actually really like this tool right here. I use this to basically pop off ball cups. But I think it's like an 1/8 inch turnbuckle wrench or something, and then you got a couple other basic wrenches. I have no idea what this thing is. Some kind of weird plastic hex tool, I guess. But yeah, the basic stuff to get you going. Warranty card, numbers and stuff. manual, kind of a basic manual, just parts diagrams. I don't really have a whole lot else going on here. Parts numbers and prices, I guess, if you want to order it. A couple different languages. Wow, this is really basic manual. Doesn't really explain a whole lot. A little battery charger, I guess, a little advertisement. This does not come with the charger. Oh, here's the real manual. So we do have an actual manual. Traxxas Slash quick start guide. Well, at least a quick start guide. So tell you what the vehicle looks like, how to use the radio, speed control, a couple languages, how to run in wet conditions. Okay, that's fine, whatever, it's all good. So yeah, that's all the extra stuff. Let's get onto the vehicle itself. So I've never actually owned a Traxxas Slash two-wheel drive, or any of the Traxxas two-wheel drive kits actually. So this is my first time really owning one. I think I've driven like a Wrestler, and I have driven a two-wheel drive Slash before, but this is pretty much as basic as it gets. You know, this is basically the entry-level vehicle. This, the Bandit, and the Wrestler all are a little under 200 bucks. So depending on kind of what configuration you want, there's a few different options. You want buggy, short course, or stadium trek. But yeah, so obviously a rear-wheel drive, rear motor. It's got the standard plastic drive shafts. It's got the open differential with all steel gear internals. So that's not really that good. That's way too much diff action. Standard shocks actually don't feel that bad. The front feels a little soft. I want to thicken that up a little bit. Little guides on what and what not to do. It's got the new Traxxas, I don't know what they call this, the intelligent battery connector ID or something like that. Standard XL5, brushed and brushless. I don't think this is a brushless speed control, but at least it's LiPo capability. Receiver box, waterproof antenna, super basic servo. Oh, it comes with the 2075. Actually, that's not that bad. This is the higher spec one that's being run on the Slash 4x4, so a little more torque. Still super slow, but I think this is a little bit of an upgrade. I think the older ones used to have like a 2056 or something, so that's kind of nice. Nice to see that. Nice plastics, not too much slop, all ball bearings, all hexes now, so all the screws are black, oxide coated hex screws, no more Phillips screws. That's very nice. Bumper seams, so yeah, about the same as the four-wheel drive version. Nerf bars, so yeah, it seems like a decent little vehicle. You know, for 189 bucks, you know, definitely one of the most popular, if not the most popular, you know, basic RTR kits out there that a lot of people start with. You know, definitely a good vehicle to sort of start out with, get your feet wet, you know, learn how to do RC stuff. So I'm looking forward to driving this thing. I'm going to do a few things to sort of prep this thing for the track. You know, this is basically coming straight out of the box and going straight onto the track. There's a race tomorrow night, actually. So a few things I'm going to do. Oh, these tires are not that great. They're super stiff. But I'm going to scrub in the tires, you know, breaking the foams maybe a little bit. Maybe play with the diff a little bit. You know, it's basically an open diff, but you could put like 200K diff fluid or 300K diff fluid in there. Try to get some diff action, because this is just going to not give you much forward traction. It's just going to basically open diff going through the corners. You know, one wheel is just going to spin, especially with this much body roll. That's not going to work that great. Shocks actually not too bad. You know, they don't actually look, wow, they're not horrible. You know, the stock shocks on the 4x4 I did not particularly like. I mean, they're the same, but the springs seemed super light for the 4x4. But I think I think these look about the same progressive rate, but they feel like they're gonna match this vehicle a little better. So not horrible. It looks like it's got the upgraded little fiberglass hinge pin brace there in the front. That's nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna, you know, probably set ride height, probably try to run this thing a little bit lower just so it doesn't body roll quite so much. That's really the one problem I think I'll have with this vehicle. It's the high center of gravity chassis. You know, there's a ton of ground clearance and a ton of roll, so this thing is just, it's not going to go through the corners real well. Probably ditch the receiver box, throw in my own Sanwa receiver and radio. I'm not going to run the TQ. I'm going to have to wire up some, like a Dean's connector onto my, or not a Dean's connector, I'm sorry, the TRX Traxxas connector onto my battery, so I can basically run this thing And, you know, probably throw this out on the street, scrubbing the tires, you know, make sure everything's running okay, and then try to race it. So yeah, that's pretty much the unboxing video, my initial thoughts. You know, super basic vehicle, pretty cheap, 189 bucks. You know, there may be other options, but definitely you can't really go wrong with the Slash. Very good entry level vehicle. And so yeah, this is gonna be the first video, I guess, in a series of vehicles on the Slash. It just kind of came into mind today to pick one of these up and try to race it. I wasn't really planning on doing this, you know, but that's just kind of the way it happened. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and look for more videos, especially about the Slash. Take care, guys.